There is a woman in Somalia, scraping for pearls by the roadside. There's a force stronger than nature, keeps her will alive. This is how she's dying. She's dying to survive. Don't know what she's made of. I would like to be that brave. She cries from the heavens above. There is a stone in my heart. She lives a life she didn't choose, and it hurts like brand new shoes. There is a woman in Somalia. The sun gives her no mercy. The same sky we lay under burns her to the bone. Long as afternoon shadows, it's gonna take her to get home. Each grain carefully wrapped up, pearls for a little girl. Okay, as y'all can see, I'm not a singer, but that song is deep to me. It used to make me think of my mom a lot, how, she's in a new land, whatever, and I used to pity it, but I see that, that's the culture, whatever things that you can harvest from nature, was the gifts that she gave. She made us dolls from acorns and toothpicks. We played games with sticks, but those were native Korean things. But the song even means more to me now, because when I look around homeless people and I look at my life, when I go over the words, and the way the song sounds when I sing it in my head is different than what y'all are hearing, of course. We always, hear it the way we want to. But, the part that says there is a woman in Somalia, the sun gives her no mercy, there's a woman in South Florida, the sun gives her no mercy. Because you think about the homeless people, it's 100 degrees, sun beaming down. When I was in shape, I didn't mind, but just now, for me to open the door, if I don't have to be outside, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to go exercise, I feel the heat as soon as I open my door, I come back inside the house. So imagine, and that's why I say God gives us strength to bear sometimes more than we think we can bear, because I've been in a situation where I did not have shelter, but somehow God made a way. So, the same sky we lay under burns her to the bone. And so we enjoy, this beautiful paradise, so-called paradise of South Florida. And, people sit out in the sun by the pool to get a tan. Or just like me, I used to just love the sun, period. I don't need a tan, but I would sit out on a nude beach and just, in the sand, and it just felt so good. But the things that we enjoy, there are some people, maybe their skin isn't as strong, and, to be out in that sun all day long like that and just peel. But I had been out so much that actually I was starting to peel on my nose from probably the shades I think concentrates it there. Longest afternoon shadows, it's gonna take her to get home. I remember working, a little, like the Dollar Tree, and I didn't drive, but it's like I wanted to work. I needed the job so bad that I took whatever shift they had. No transportation to get home. And I would walk like literally 10 miles to get home. 10 miles. And it'd be 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still left work at like 11. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm still walking home. People are driving past and just being rude and crude, thinking I'm a prostitute. I'm coming home from work. I'm being practical and using the best way I know how. And, one young person, had to be early 20s, really scared me. He was with his friends. I kept trying to cross the street. He kept crossing over. And he was like, "Oh, I know you're not scared." As if to say, you're walking at the streets 2, 3 in the morning. I'm walking home from work because I don't have a ride, and I wanted to stop and tell him that. But what do? People are so ignorant. People don't understand people that are focused, people that are focused on for good. You don't have to purchase everything and do everything that way. You create, a society of heathens have been created where people are just, I don't know. But the song is deep to me. Anyways, love and peace. Well, actually, I have a lot of time left here. So if I didn't stop it, well, maybe I'll break it down to myself. There is a woman in South Florida, scraping for love by the wayside. There's a force stronger than hunger that keeps her will alive. This is how she's dying. She's dying to survive. I don't know what she's made of. I would like to be that brave. Admiration for homeless people. She cried to the heavens above. There is a stone in my heart. She lives a life she didn't choose, and it hurts like brand new shoes. And that's so deep to me because I remember being in Miami, standing on a train platform before the shit really hit the fan. But I was in the midst of the legal thing then, and I remember the train stopping at the platform. There was a lady, frazzled blonde hair. I will never forget her. Frazzled blonde hair. The look of anguish on her face was just like, it was, and her hands were pressed up against the glass. She had her headphones on, and she was trying to, medicate her spirit with music, but whatever pain was inside of her had just ripped out everything from the inside out, and you could see it, and I understood that. I understood that pain. I understood it deeply, and when I was watching her, it scared me because, how sometimes it's almost like seeing the future. It scared me because I understood her in a parallel manner, and I knew that, that it was not completely out of the question that would not be me in a few years. True story. Also, rewinding back a few years more in Atlanta, things are prophetic in your life, period. In Atlanta, there was a black female, very attractive, nice body, and she was walking down the street, and she was lost, and nobody would help her. And when I say lost, you could see the vacancy in her eyes, stumbling. I think that somebody may have something really traumatic happened at that point that I saw her. Somebody may have just introduced her to drugs. She was with somebody she thought loved her but did something wrong, but something really traumatic. I felt it. The world is a really spiritual place, y'all, and I don't know. If you can, open up your mind and your spirit and try to feel, past, the things that are shoved down your throat, all the propaganda and media that's out there. If you could see past that and get in touch with, the root, it would be awesome. But anyways, I love y'all. I had some, back to the normal life things, I had some french fries for I guess dinner, you want to call it. But anyways, love you. Bye.